Hi, my name's Leanne, and this is my dog Triton.
How long have you had Triton?
I've had Triton since he was 8 weeks old.
And where'd you get him?
I got him in Menifee, California, from a breeder.
How many group classes have you been to?
I've been to 8 group classes, I believe.
Wow. And what is your favorite part about group classes?
I think the interaction with the other people and the dog training in general, like the community that Epic Dog Pros supports.
And what one skill or command have you really gotten confident with at group class?
The heel command off leash.
Way to go.
Samantha, Cameron, Watson.
How many group classes have you guys been to?
It's gonna be number 5, right?
What's your favorite part about group class?
Just the experience with being around, like having him with other dogs and just seeing how other people like are with their dogs.
Yeah, sometimes seeing other people doing the exact same thing is a great way to learn. What would you say the number one thing is that you guys have learned at group class?
How to, I guess, act in public with the dog.
What would you say your understanding of how to use the leash is versus how to use the e-collar? What would you use the leash for and what would you use the e-collar for?
I would use the leash to get him to direct where he's going, like when I'm trying to tell him to do something, like if we're sitting down somewhere, like help direct him where I want him to sit or lay down, so he's like out of the way. And then I'd use the e-collar to get his attention if he's getting distracted, or before he's getting distracted by like other dogs or people or walking. So then it's easier to get him like this.
It's like if the dog doesn't have clarity, you can't press the button and expect it to go, okay, I understand what you want. The leash is important. You know, it shows you guys and the dog what it's supposed to do. Clarity's everything. If the dog gets off all day long, just walk the dog away, because guess what? Now I'm going the right way. Look what's going to happen. The dog's just going to go place right up the rock, and you're good to go. Using the leash, I want him to go left right now, and then I'm going to drop it to stop all the tension. Now the dog's up there and good to go. Using the leash to show the direction of where you want the dog to go. Using the e-collar to keep the dog's attention and focus when there are distractions around. Get your dog to be balanced, right, and under control, which is what we need. Great job, guys. Watson, you're doing great. Hey there, Foxface.
My name is Rachel, and this is Apollo.
Where did you get Apollo?
We actually rescued him from second rescue in Corona.
And how old is Apollo?
He's about 2.5.
How many group classes have you been to?
5 or 6. So.
Been coming for a couple months now. Mm-hmm. What would you say the number one thing that you've learned at group class is?
That I can control him.
I love it.
He doesn't control me.
What would you say your favorite part about the group classes are?
Probably the interaction. He doesn't get a lot of interaction with dogs, so this has been amazing.
So we can socialize and really explore the world. And what one skill or obedient command have you improved the most on at group class?
Heel.
Okay.
So he was always walking a little ahead of me, so we got it pretty good.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. It looks like he's doing place pretty well also. How far can you get back on that leash without the dog trying to get off the place? Pretty impressive. Walk in and give him some love.
My name's Roger. My dog's name is Sasha.
Where'd you get Sasha?
Kennel Club in Diamond Bar Walnut area.
Okay, very nice. How many times have you come to group class?
This is our 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the number one thing that you've learned at group class?
I think it's more the distraction help. Yeah, the distraction help with other dogs and a bunch of people together. Yeah.
What's the most fun thing about group class for you?
Interacting with everybody.
Yeah.
All of us, we're a family. It's fun.
And what's the number one improvement you've seen at your dog since you've started coming to group class?
It's definitely not barking at other dogs. Yeah.
Less barking and
Less
reactivity.
barking, yeah, reactivity.
What command, or skill, or task have you gotten better at group class?
The place.
Yeah?
Yeah, the place command, what we did today.
Can you drop the leash?
I learned today that straight lines. that was my biggest issue. Was I'm trying to put her on her place board at home, and I'm making the turn, releasing her too early.
Okay.
I need to, but I can send her from here to there.
All right.
Yeah, she's that good.
Yeah, she's pretty impressive. When did you decide that you needed dog training help?
Right away when I bought her.
So you pretty much hired a dog trainer the second you got the dog.
I was looking for dog training before I got the dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
And how did you find out about the Epic Dog Pros?
Online.
Online?
I found them online, yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube?
It was everywhere. As soon as I typed it up, it popped up everywhere.
I love it.
Yeah, and Vince came over and did our consultation, and I signed the contract in 3 minutes.
I love it. And you've been showing off ever since. Way to go. Great job.
Thanks, Dylan.
Come.
Pamela Johnson,
Kirk Johnson.
and that's Clayton.
That's Clayton. And how old is Clayton?
Clayton's 5 years old.
Okay, and where'd you guys get Clayton?
At a rescue.
At a rescue. Okay. And what was the breaking point that led you to get your dog trained?
That he just was not listening to us and he would just take off running. And so I was scared I would lose him.
And how did you guys find the Epic Dog Pros?
Home and garden show.
And I believe this is your first group class?
Second.
Second group class. Okay.
So we do walk him without a leash in our neighborhood.
Very
He's
nice.
He listens very well.
Good job. Right?
Yeah.
And just come more and more.
Yeah.
And you're going to do great. Good job.